This video is not intended for anyone under the age of 13. The figures I review are marketed towards adult collectors and are intended for ages 15 and 17 and up. Some of these figures involve Mortal Kombat or Alien and Predator, which is not suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised. What is up, people YouTube? It is I, Super Mariozilla, or you could call me Vinny, and today we're going to take a look at the S.H.MonsterArts Shinigawa Final Battle version Kiryu. This is the 2002 version of Kiryu from the movie Godzilla against Mechagodzilla 3, but the accessories make him the Final Battle version. I'll explain that later. Many fans were anticipating this release since it's a repaint that everyone wanted. Not to mention, Kiryu is still known for being one of the best figures in the line. Will this Kiryu be good, or did quality control fuck us? Well, that's what I'm here to tell you. Let's dive right in. So Sculpt is pretty much identical to the previous Kiryu, but the only difference is paint. There is black shading throughout the body, and man, oh man, it is gorgeous. This figure looks stunning with the new paint details. There is not much bad to say, really. Dare I say, this figure looks better than the original release. Taking a closer look, the head is sculpted beautifully, and the paint is spot on. The eyes are translucent yellow, the teeth are bone yellow, and the blasters inside are nicely detailed. The inside of the neck has many cords to represent the insides. The chest is buff and powerful. The MFS3 text can be seen clearly despite the color. The Absolute Zero cannon looks great. Awesome gunmetal silver. The arms have more technical details on the inside. The red triangle is super clean on both arms. The hands are a bit clumpy with the silver, which is not a good thing, but not really a big deal. The black shading is mostly in the hole areas to make them stand out, which is nice. The waist area has more cord details, and the front has 3 panels. The tubes on the sides are long and connect to the back plate. The legs are bulky, and the inside has the pipe and cord details continued here. The sides of the legs can be opened to reveal the boosters, which are nice. The knee pads are round with 3 bumps. The triangles, like the ones on the arms, are superb. The feet are well done. Sharp claws and the black shading is light on here. The dorsal plates go from small to big to small again, and all of them have excellent mechanical details. Sharp and bolts on the sides of the bigger ones. The back also has some boosters, which have panel line details. The tail has many plates with black shading, and it looks fantastic. The tail is also pretty panelly, and ends up with a sharp tip. The detail on Kiryu is fantastic, no major gripes. Lots of good stuff here.
Nothing has changed about Kiryu's articulation, so no need to worry about any new limitations, paint clogging the joints. So everything checks out, but in case you are not familiar with the articulation, I will go over it for you. Head is on a ball joint, while the neck is on a series of ball joints, like about 1, 2, 3, I think it's 2, but I think it's 3. So you can look this far down, and look this high up. You have to be careful and not pop the head joint off, because it's a pain in the ass. Reattaching it while making sure the wires realign on the neck tubes. Mouth is on a hinge. Oh, jaw is on a hinge, excuse me. So he can open his mouth pretty wide, which is always nice. Chest, he can open up on a series of 3 hinges. 1, 2, 3. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. You just have to like bury your fingernail in there, and there you go. Ball jointed arms, we get 360 rotation, but it can move all around. Shoulder joint, technically, up here, he goes pretty much all the way out horizontal, which is excellent. Elbow is on a single hinge, while there's a ball joint up here in the bicep. So he can move his arms a little bit less than 90 degrees, just a little bit. It's also on a swivel, so that technically acts as the bicep swivel. Hand is on a ball hinge. Decent movement for being such a bulky hand. Ball joint at the waist. Not too much of a movement. But for Kiryu, he really does not need to crunch forward all that much. Crunching back is no problem. Crunching forward is kind of... But it can swivel with no issues. Yeah. Just don't expect Revel Tech or Figure Arts movement. Legs on a ball joint. He could kick about this far forward. And he could kick about this far back, pretty far back. It's always nice. To the sides, not so much because of these tubes on the thighs. Knee is on a double hinge. At least I think it's on a double hinge. But either way, it's actually pretty good movement for Kiryu. Up here, we get a little pocket for his rockets out of his legs, and this thing can pull in and out. It's always nice. Ankle is on a hinge and a ball joint. There's a hinge up here, while there's a ball joint attached to the actual foot. So we get pretty banging ankle rocker. And he can hinge just about this far forward, he can hinge about this far back, while this ankle thing is on a hinge as well. So that way you can block any gaps. Tail, pretty much excellent range. People say the tail is too short. I can kind of agree, but with tail articulation like this, it's actually almost hard to notice, if I'm being honest. The tail articulation is incredible. Fantastic. So Kiryu, once again, does not disappoint with the articulation. I mean, obviously he's not figure arts level movement, but for Kiryu, all this range of movement is acceptable. So for those that were hoping for the same posable Kiryu if you had the original, or hoping for a posable Kiryu if this is your first one, I don't think you will be disappointed. Everything checks out just fine.
Kiryu stands just a little bit under 7 inches to the tip of his head. Here are the comparisons. Here he is with the MonsterArts Godzilla Jr. and Fire Rodan. Here he is with the MonsterArts Mothra and Batra. Here he is with the MonsterArts Space Godzilla and Godzilla 2002. Here he is with the MonsterArts Mogiba and Gigan. And finally, here he is with the MonsterArts Destroyer and King Ghidorah. An appropriate size for Kiryu, and he scales nicely with the other Millennium monsters. Boy, we get a treat with these accessories. We get all the accessories from the original, along with some new additions. Let's give them a look. First are the interchangeable eyes, the neutral eyes, out of control eyes, and the in control eyes. To use, pop off the top piece and put in the eyepiece you want to use. That's it. Next are 2 wrist cannons. The 2 silver missiles just pop out a tiny bit. They come with 2 blades to stick out into the pockets. To use, you just have to pop off these small elbow pieces. Be warned, they are small and can easily be lost. And pop the wire into the elbows and stick the cannons onto the forearm area of the arms where there's a circle indent. Next is the backpack. 2 points of articulation. Both cannons can swivel. To use, just pop off these 3 back dorsal plates and carefully place the pack on there until you hear a click. And there you go. We get a Tamashii stage at forearm for the beam effect. The effect is the Absolute Zero cannon. It is glorious. It transitions from a ice white to a cool aqua blue, and it is marvelous. Stunning. The bottom of the effect has a peg hole for the stand. Line it up with the Absolute Zero cannon, and that's it. Alternatively, you can pop off the end piece and only use that, which is nice. Finally, the battle damaged effect parts. They have incredible detail and look very burned off or torn. To use, pop off the right arm and replace it with the damaged right arm. Pop off the chest and replace it. It's that easy. At first, I was worried that these things would break easily, but I'm glad I was proven wrong. Accessories are excellent, nothing too little. Kiryu comes with just the right amount of stuff. An awesome package to have fun with. So, buy, don't buy, or wait for a sale. Kiryu is excellent, maybe even better than the original release. The paint is arguably an improvement, and the accessories are incredible. The cost was bumped up because of the accessories, but also because it's a web exclusive, but it's not bad. At least I don't think so. If you don't have a Kiryu, what the hell are you staying here looking at your device for? Go get this figure, don't hesitate, go buy it! This figure is great, and we should show Tamashii where the money is at! I'll give Kiryu a perfect 10 out of 10. Well, that's it. Thanks guys and gals so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you would like to be updated on when new videos goes up, be sure to subscribe. If you want to be notified when new videos go live, be sure to hit that bell icon. And if you want some behind the scenes stuff, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Link to it is down below. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.